me some ice, skin me a peach and save the fuzz for my pillow. Poach me a prawns, talk to me nice, you got to wine me anytime. I'm getting hungry, peel me a grape.
I'm Laura Bonicelli, and we are cooking with Italian style. It's not always fast, it's not always easy, and it's not always Italian. We use the freshest and finest ingredients that we can find and afford, and we not only savor the meals we make, we savor making them. That's cooking with Italian style. This week, it is fast, it is easy, and it is Italian. We're making a dish that every Italian family has a version of, Italian sausage and peppers. Let's get cooking. I actually did not grow up eating sausage and peppers. I think the first time I had it was at a party my cousin had in the Hamptons, and I thought, what a great thing for a party. I mean, if you have more people, you just add more sausage. It's just the perfect thing. So what we're going to start with here is my sausage, and I love using half hot and half sweet sausage, just because some people like a little heat and some people don't. And what we're going to do is turn on my burner and heat up some olive oil, a couple tablespoons. You notice I'm using a cast iron pan for this. Got my oil nice and hot. And the reason I'm using olive oil is there's plenty of fat in this sausage, but you need to get these going. And then you'll see some of the fat coming out of it later. And I think I can get all of these in here. Perfect. This pan was actually my dad's. He used it on fishing trips for walleye. And I've been carrying it around with me for 30 years. Anyway, while these are browning, and I'll just keep turning them, I'm going to work on my vegetables. So while my sausages are happily browning over there, I took out a splatter screen because it was getting a little dicey. Anyway, I have chopped up 2 red peppers into nice strips and 1 yellow pepper and 3 cloves of garlic, and I did 1 yellow onion in strips, and I'm going to show you how I did that with my red onion. I like using a red onion because of the color. I just go end to end, right through the end here. And the reason I'm doing that is it keeps it together. I'm going to use half of this. And then what I do is just take, not the end part, but the other side, and cut that off, like so. And then I'm going to just quickly peel off the first layer of peeling here, keeping the whole thing together. It's a little more than 1 layer. Okay, then what I do is I take my knife and I go right to the end, but not through the end. And this is how I'm going to get my strips. Right down like that. All the way through it, but keeping it together so it does not fall apart. Now if I were going to chop this onion, I'd just go right off the end like this and I'd have nice little dices. But I'm not going to do that because I want strips. So I'm just going to cut this other end off. And then you'll see it just falls apart into nice little pieces like that. Perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll get this all separated, and then my nicely browned sausages are coming out of that pan. So we have the olive oil and the fat from the sausage, which is going to flavor our onions and our garlic just beautifully. And these will go for about 4 minutes until they get a little brown and cook down. See how nice and brown those are getting? Now I'm just going to add in my peppers. Same thing, just cook these for 4 or 5 minutes. Get them kind of in the browning mode. Beautiful. How beautiful that little bit of purple is in there. Now I'm going to just add in a little salt and a little pepper. It's nothing like the smell of cooking peppers. It's just fabulous. Okay, a little pepper, and then a teaspoon of dried basil and half a teaspoon of dried oregano. And I'm just going to give that a good stir. And then to really work these flavors, I'm going to pour in roughly a half a cup of white wine. And we're just going to cook that off. Stir that around. That just enhances everything. So you can see there's still some liquid here, but I'm not smelling the alcohol anymore, so I know I'm ready to go here. I'm going to just add my sausages back in. They're brown, but they're not totally cooked. Get them all in there. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit and pop a lid on here. And I'm going to let these steam for 15 minutes. It is smelling kind of spicy in here. Oh, look at that. Great, I'm going to turn this off. We are all set to plate. Pushing all of my sausages to the side here so I can get to my peppers. Like that. So colorful and smells so good. And I'm just going to make a little bed of peppers on the plate. Like this. And on top of that, I will put my sausages. I wonder if I'm going to be able to tell these apart. They kind of all look the same now. I'm going to take some of my peppers and just lay them right across the top. This is making me so hungry. A little bit more. If you want this recipe and more, go to solobybonicelli.com and click on the recipe section. I really hope you enjoy making my sausage and peppers and cooking with Italian style. Buon appetito! Time to eat. Okay, I can do this. Mmm.